Hey, if the last few days have been kind of rough for you, just know you're not alone. Especially if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart. Uh yeah, the moon has been in Sagittarius. And I always think of Sagittarius as like um well, first off, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and also Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is about expansion. So at some point, if you have Pisces in your chart, your Pisces placements will be squaring the Sagittarius moon, and squaring, whenever anything is squaring something, that means there's going to be a challenge. It's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be a moment of challenge or a moment of feeling uncomfortable, a moment of friction. It's meant to challenge you in a probably not the most comfortable way. Um, and yeah, I feel like Sagittarius is more like the outward explorer, and I feel like Pisces is like the inward explorer or expansion. There you go. Sag wants to expand itself through the outside, or like through movement, through like exploring, seeking out the information from like going towards it, or that kind of thing. It's more outward. Wants to experience new things, new experiences, wants to learn new things, wants to get out of routine and explore something different. And it's usually external, whether that means getting out the house or traveling, or going somewhere new, or meeting someone new, or learning a new thing that is different from your own kind of normal day-to-day way of doing things or thinking about things. um yeah, so, and Pisces is more inward. It wants to explore, it wants to expand, but it wants to do that internally. um so yeah, anyways, yeah, I just feel like since the moon has been in Sagittarius, some themes that I have noticed is um definitely feeling optimistic. I feel like, although I've personally had a lot of challenges for the past couple of days, if not a week. It's just been a time. um I have been able to feel like still pretty optimistic about it. I've still felt hopeful. It hasn't crushed me. I've also have been really, really coping through humor. I found myself having more time, like spending more time just to like watch funny videos, and it's felt like medicine, and I think of the moon in Sagittarius. I feel like they do well, like their self-care is like laughter and lightheartedness. They don't like to take things too seriously. So I feel like, you know, it's felt really nice to have moments of laughter. Um, and I found myself more drawn to that funny stuff, funny things. What else? What else was I thinking about? Oh, well, Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius is in my 10th house, which is the house of your career and public life. And whenever the moon is in the 10th house, it's kind of like you putting your feelings out there, like exposing your feelings. So this is what I'm doing right now. It's pretty a good example of me kind of sharing my feelings and my experiences out in public, like especially posting it on social media. But in my personal life, I have definitely been doing that more. I've been I actually talked to both of my parents today for the first time. Um, I mean, that's for the first time, but I talked to them and I opened up to them about some things that I've been going through. Um, and that's another example of like putting your emotions out publicly, sharing them publicly. And sometimes if you're really into astrology, you may have heard that traditionally the 10th house has to do with mother, your mom. Um, so anyways, it's interesting how everything has been, me just sharing and being open about my feelings. Oh, also, yeah, I've had to definitely do something new over the course of the past couple of days. Spontaneous things, like things that, yeah, like spontaneity. That's a big Sagittarius thing. um Definitely like going with the flow or doing something last minute, or just, yeah, being spontaneous. That's definitely happened. Yeah, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I've definitely, once again, new have encountered new experiences. Oh, learning, there we go, that's the last thing I wanted to say. Oh, learning. Okay, so one thing about Sagittarius is like they love to learn and gain knowledge through like usually like studying or reading, or yeah, usually like educating themselves on something so they can like kind of inform themselves in the point, so they can kind of help to teach others. And that's another thing that's been major for me. I've gotten the urge to really take my learning seriously. And it's funny because I remember I've been getting the card learn a lot. I've been pulling that card through my Oracle deck. Learn has been coming up. And then I kind of just like made the connection during when, over the course of the past couple of days as the moon has been in Sagittarius. And I bought this book a while ago from one of my favorite entrepreneurs, and it's about like social media and stuff like that, and the current times and how to like market in social media currently. And I bought it and I haven't read it yet, and it's been like I've been getting signs to like take the time to read it, but it's so large and it's just like I'm not really good at reading physical books anymore like I used to do, because my life is so busy and truly I just don't take the time to do it. So yeah, I've been really getting a call to like start like every day opening that book and reading, a few pages or a chapter, because it's going to really help me. But not only is it going to help me for when I start to really take, my marketing seriously on myself, I'm also at my new job that I'm in, I am the social media marketer for them as well. And I think that, even with my knowledge, social media is always changing. And I just feel like that book would be so helpful for me to kind of get reminded and pick up on like the current marketing strategies. So anyways, that's just another thing as far as like me reading that book so I can gain knowledge. And also it does kind of tie into the 10th house because it's like on my career, which is ties into social media and marketing. But also it's like me gaining the knowledge and learning it so I could teach and share with the current job that I'm at to help grow the business and stuff. So anyways, those are just kind of a few examples that I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, so that's that. Oh my gosh, tomorrow is the full moon in Capricorn. That's another reason why we may be feeling just heightened emotions. Just make sure you guys take some time of self-care out for yourself. That's for sure. And breathe, when the feelings come, breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay, sending my love to you all. Bye.